Okay. Welcome, welcome everybody. Happy Sunday. Let's start to find your comfortable seat, whatever that looks like. So if you have not moved yet today, maybe that means you do a little movement, you do a little hip circling. Even if you have moved today, maybe you reset your seat. Make sure you have whatever props you want. Do a little cat-cow on your spine. Maybe switch the cross of your legs from what you always do. Because comfort is not always our friend in meditation. Right? We want there to be a consistency, but when we go to what we are used to, is we tend to, our brain kind of goes to sleep around that, right? So occasionally switching your seat or just changing a subtle piece of how you are setting yourself up can keep your mind really present, right? And that is the practice, is to become very present. So with that, as you start to find your seat, with the eyes still open, begin to notice the experience of being in the room that you are in, the space that you are in. Letting the eyes start to drop to what we say 9/10 of the way closed. So not fully closed. You're not trying to enclose yourself inside, but dropping the gaze either very low down at an angle towards the floor, or again, just a sliver of light coming through the eyelids. So there's still a perception of light. Good. Then just start to notice again the sensations of the body. So you're paying attention to how your weight is beginning to settle, to where you are holding tension within the body. And in those places, you can direct the breath and you can consciously allow there to maybe be a little bit of a release where there is tension. Bring your awareness to not just the feeling of the air in the room, but the sounds. Actually open your ears to connect to what you can hear. And bring a connection or a awareness to what you can perceive through smell, through taste. Even if you are tasting the last sip of coffee that you had, or whatever you had for breakfast. Bring an awareness to that sense. Meditation is not a practice of pushing the world away. Meditation is a practice of becoming immersed. So we call this practice Pratyahara, bringing the attention of the senses inward instead of outward. We start with noticing where we are connecting to the outside world through our senses. And then we start to bring that attention deeper in. So you smell what you smell, hear what you hear. Feel the sensations of the body as it connects to the floor, your props, your seat. There's still maybe that sliver of light that you can perceive. The eyes are not completely closed. And even if they are, try to find that sensation of the light that you can still perceive through your eyelids. And there's nothing to do with these sensations. It's just feeling them. And to become aware of the flow of your breath, the inhale and the exhale. On your exhales, begin to do a little bit of Ujjayi breathing, so you hear the sound of the exhale, the subtle constriction at the throat. The exhale, the breath begins to sound like steam, the ocean, or that sigh like a the mouth closed. So keep your attention on the sensation at your throat as the exhale happens. Stay connected to the sound of the breath. And if the eyes become very tired of maintaining that sliver of light, let them close. Attention fully on the flow of breath, the sound of the breath, sensation of breath through the throat, at the nostrils. Just keep bringing the attention back to this sensation, whatever else the mind is doing. Don't try to stop it. Just keep yourself listening for that sound. As you're breathing, allow sensation to arise. So your attention is at the throat, but as your awareness starts to expand, as you may become aware of sensation in other places, allow that to be there at the same time that your attention is focused on the throat. So there's a softness to your focus. Nothing is being closed out, but you are steady in your awareness at the throat, sound of the breath. With your next exhale, release the Ujjayi breathing. So you're now not consciously making sound with your breath, and just let your ears continue to listen. Quieter sound of the breath. And internally, bring your awareness to the space of your navel. As you're breathing, feeling the breath, imagining that it circulates around the navel in a big circle. You're inhaling and exhaling, feeling the energy move in the circulating motion. Maybe you imagine in that circling. From that circle branches off energy that feeds from your navel all the way out to your arms, your legs. Samana Vayu, the energy or the prana that digests, circulates. And bringing the attention steady back to the navel, imagine there that there is a ball of light, source of light. As you continue to breathe in and breathe out, you're going to mentally follow that light from the navel down all the way to the base of your pelvis and out to the edge of your right hip. And follow that light from your right hip down to your right knee, down to the right ankle, down into the right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe. Follow that light back to the ankle, back up to the knee, back up to your hip. As you leave this leg, allow it to relax completely, following the light back to the base of the pelvis and all the way out to the edge of your left hip. Follow the light down to the left knee, down to the left ankle, down into the left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe. Follow the light back to the ankle, back up to the knee, back up to the hip. And as you leave this leg, allow it to relax completely, following the light back to the base of the spine. And as you breathe, follow the light up through the abdomen, through the navel, feeling that light spread through the lower back, through the torso. Follow it all the way up to the space of the heart, then out to the edge of the right shoulder. Follow the light down to the right elbow, down to the right wrist, down to the right thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, pinky finger. Follow the light back up to the wrist, back up to the right elbow, back up to the right shoulder. As you leave this arm, allow it to relax completely, following the light back to the center of the chest and out to the edge of the left shoulder. Follow the light down to the left elbow, down to the left wrist, down into the left thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, pinky finger. Follow the light back to the wrist, back up to the elbow, back up to the shoulder. As you leave this arm, allow it to relax completely, following the light back to the center of the chest. From the center of the chest, follow the light up through your throat, all the way up through the center of the head to the space between the eyebrows, the brain. Everywhere it goes, that light expands. And from the center of the forehead, follow the light out to the edge of your right temple, down along the edge of your right jaw to the tip of your chin. Follow the light up through the center of the mouth to the tip of your nose, and back up to the space between the eyebrows. Feeling your jaw release, tongue floats to the top of the mouth. From the center of the forehead, follow the light to the edge of your left temple, down along the edge of your left jaw to the tip of your chin, following the light up through the center of the mouth to the tip of the nose, and all the way back to the space between the eyebrows. Feeling the eyes grow soft, the forehead becomes broad, allowing the entire face to relax. From the center of the forehead, follow the light up to the space at the top of the head. As you inhale, feel that light expand just above the top of the head. And exhale, it gently softens back to touch the crown. So inhale, you feel that light expand beyond the edges of your skin. And exhale, it softens back. So everywhere the light has traveled, relax to ease. Feeling the inhale, that subtle expansion. The exhale, softening. And as you exhale, bring that light back to the top of the head. Follow it down to the space between the eyebrows, down through the throat, down through the heart, back down to where it began at the belly. And everywhere the light has touched is still lit, still bright. Continue to breathe your body as a body of light. Bring the awareness again to the flow of your breath, the sensation of the breath. Final opportunity using Sa Ta Na Ma as our mantra. If you'd like to add the mudras that go along with that, with each hand, as you say the word Sa, thumb and first finger touch. As you say Na, thumb and second finger touch. As you say, Ta, second one. Na, thumb and third finger touch. And Ma, thumb and pinky. And then you begin again. Thumb and first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. So you can do this out loud or silently, your choice. We'll begin the next breath. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Continue. If you're using the fingers, the hands can be resting on the knees or the thighs. It's a very quiet movement. Sa, ta, na, ma. Keep your rhythm steady. These sounds represent the experience of what it is to be created or born, what it is to live, being that energy that we call sustaining, energy of death and dissolving, and that infinite space that unites what we call beginnings and endings. As you touch each finger or you repeat each sound, you're letting the mind pass through that experience. Birth, life, death, eternal. Birth, life, death, rebirth. Sa, ta, na, ma. Continue steady. Don't rush through the experience. Touch each finger with purpose. Touch each sound with purpose. Your last repetition, sa, ta, na, ma. And as you finish, the hands drop open. Drop into silence or just drop into the space where you are open to receive. Become aware again of the sounds in the room. Aware of the sound of your breath. Become aware of the light that you can perceive through the eyelids and that you perceive inside. Aware of what you can smell and taste. The feeling of your skin draped over that body of light. The heaviness of the bones, the muscles. That flowing energy that circulates through you with every breath, never ending, never stopping. You know, your mind is a very powerful place. Your senses are very powerful expressions of the mind. So to know this inner power and not to squander it. is what we take from meditation practice out into the world, is to know the power of your mind, know the power of your senses. Not to try to destroy them, but to use them to their highest potential, their highest good. And to be present for the entire experience of what it is to be born, what it is to live, what it is to dissolve and die. And to touch that eternal space that surrounds it all, permeates it all. So you meditate not just when you sit, you meditate as you live your life. As you breathe consciously. You feel through your senses what it means to be right here and now. In this body, through this body. And you never forget that you are also that body of light. You let go of trying to be one or the other and just allow them to intermix as they are. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart center, palm to palm, letting the chin drop down towards the heart, dropping the mind down towards the heart. And always the promise that we make to ourselves is to get up and meditate again. Get up and open up again for whatever is here. And sliding the thumbs to the space between the eyebrows. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week until I see you again. If you want to let me know how that went, I'm always happy to hear. Otherwise, go frolic and play.